Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel Mercury Tarot. We are here for another tarot moment. This message is about your karmic debt. Pick a card. This is pile number 1 and we're going to be going into these messages. So, in the past, I think that something emotional take place, that you turn your back on your cups, in the sense something in your emotion that made you very displeased or unhappy. As a result, you had to think about leaving it behind, a situation or a circumstance. I feel that it is in love. You was offering somebody love and they turned their back on you. This person probably didn't take you serious as you thought you should have been taken serious. But as time went by, you bear with your pain and your sorrow, and then you find the inner strength, High Priestess energy, to come out of the situation that you was in. As a result of that, you seem very closed off. Very, very closed off. You was very, unhappy with what it is that taking place, and the saying like, I don't want to hear nothing and I don't want to hear nobody. Well, that is it. You don't want to hear nobody and you didn't want to hear anything about it. You was just in your own emotions concerning it. But this is something, like I would say, karmic that take place. Karmic means energy, basically. So as a result, you embarked upon a new journey. You decided to do things different, to move along, to clear certain roadblocks out of your life. So you came and you had an awakening while you was on this journey. You came and you had an awakening. You realize certain things within yourself, that whatever it is that you've been through in the past, it was necessary for you to go through it in order for you to reach here in the present. But after you had the awakening, you still came and you picked up with another karmic cycle here later on as things progress, where you started to tote around a lot of troubles, a lot of burdens, a lot of what we would unseen energies. You wouldn't be able to see it, but you could feel the effects of it, and as a result of that, it would have started to weigh you down. But then you came and you find a new beginning. Things started to turn around. You started to choose a next path. And you came and you end up now bouncing up with a moment in your life where you reach a place where you just needed to take some time off. You just needed to think. You just needed to really, really think about where's the next move and where it is you need to go and what it is you need to do, so that clarity could have come. And as you was doing that, studying where is the next move, what it is I need to do, clarity did come, and you was able to resume certain practices that didn't take place for you in a long time. You was able to resume certain things in your life that you had stopped doing for the little moment that you was going through this karmic situation with this person. So Spirit, tell me more about this karmic debt that this person had to pay. I feel like if this had something to do with your family life and where it is you wanted your family life to go, you might have even thought about going for counseling or something like that, but you just needed to change the direction in the way that you was going. But Spirit, what advice you have concerning this karmic debt that this person, the collective, had to pay, whoever the collective is that it resonates with them? So the advice is to be patient, one. The advice will also be to see things from a different perspective. The advice will also be sometimes you need to take a little time off just to recuperate and think about what is the next move, what it is you need to do. And you could give the person flowers too. It's a token of love. You could say sorry too for your mistakes if you caused them. That sort of way. So this karmic debt started off really super troubled, because you had the Tower, you have the Five of Cups, disappointment in the air, unsettled, unstable, unsettled, being closed off, pinched off. And I think that this coming to an end, this cycle, I feel like it coming to an end, because you have 10 of Wands energy and you can't go no further from there. From the 10 it's back to 1 where you start again, and that will be shown in these two cards here. A new beginning taking place. We're able to see things from a different perspective. When you see things from a different perspective, you're able to deal with it differently. I think this whatever it is that you're looking for, it's gonna come back to you. Remember to control your emotions too at the same time. Remember that everything is lessons. We just have these Tower moments for a reason, but out of the Tower there's come awakening. Awakening does take place. We just have to remember to call on higher power sometimes. Sometimes new journeys is inevitable. Sometimes we have to take new roads in our life. All these is about new journeys, new places that they could walk, new ways they could think, new ways they could see things. Inner guidance is always necessary in our journeys. Sometimes counseling too. Sometimes even speaking to friends. This be helpful on the journey. So, what it is else can I ask for? Let us see the keepers of the light, what they have to say. Because right now we need light. Once it's karmic, we need light. So, let's pull some cards here. Spirit, what further messages you have concerning this karmic debt? This person paying a debt, but they're getting through too. They're getting through. Things not all that bad. So Archangel Michael is here. He said to trust heaven. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So everything could turn around from where it is. Nothing is hopeless. Hopeless is what we put in front of it. Hopeless is what we see as hopeless. Nothing is hopeless. Angel Michael is here to say that he got your back. Miracles will occur. You know? So I hope that you get value from this message. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if this video was helpful. Bye. I'll see you next time. Love you. Hi, Pile 2. We are here with your karmic death. Pick a card. So in this karmic death, you would have had a tower moment. A moment where everything seemed lost. Where you might have even had to hold on to something for dear life. You might have had a moment where your head was too big for your body, in the sense that you didn't even know what to do next. But as usual, you know, sometimes you can't do anything about something. The best thing to do is to walk away from it. Sometimes when you walk away from things, it is really help you to look at it from a different angle. At one point in time, you would have been very overwhelmed by this karmic occurrence that take place. But I think as the time rolled by, even though it had things that you wasn't able to see presently, you still was able to come out of it. You still was able to transform this and pay this debt. So right now, I think because of this death card here, you will be starting a new karmic slate. That this past death that had your emotions, you know, all over the place would have been paid. And now you will be looking towards the future with strategy, with intent, creative, with the ideas that you need. You know, you're going to be able to look at the situation from a different angle, knowing that you're wiser and you're smarter now, that you don't need to repeat this mistake that you repeat in the past. So the moon is showing up here, and there are things right now that you may not be able to fathom. You wouldn't be able to even understand why it is taking place in your life. But that is okay, because with the right vision, you could be able to get it. You'll be able to see. Don't study the past that take place. Study what it is that's in front of you. Study what it is you have that you could hold on to. These are the things that you have right now that you could hold on to it. So make use of this. As you can see, it's about family. Whether this be boyfriend, a girlfriend, a loved one, these are the things that you can hold on to. The past is past, and we have to move on from it, regardless of what it is that's taking place. Sometimes sometimes your inability to really access a message might sometimes be closed off or pinched off. So you have to be able to know that the past is past, you already paid this debt, and you move on. We don't stay in the same thing for a long time. You wouldn't always have to hold on to your pentacles. It have a day will come when your pentacles will be free enough that you could make loose your grasp on it. You know, things will work out. Spirit, what other further messages you have for me? Okay, so Temperance. 1 foot in, 1 foot on land, and 1 foot in the water. That is what temperance means. Temperance is about patience. I think at this point in time, you need to temper, have faith, hold on, be strong, keep your head above the water, pray, ask, contemplate, see things turning around, changing for you. Sometimes you just give too much of a person from yourself to other people, and it will serve you better to just sometimes fill your own cup, because your cup has to be full in order for you to fill other people's cup. That is what I feel. Spirit, what else you have to say? So Spirit saying that this karmic debt is paid in full, because you have the beginning of a brand new beginning in something, whether it be in finances, whether it be in family life, a brand new beginning in something. Also a new path, a new place you could turn and go, a new place you could walk. Spirit is also saying that in the past, you might have been not wanting to see things at face value, but sometimes it's necessary for you to see it at face value. It's necessary for you to look at the situation as it is. Certain seeds, certain resources that you have, sometimes it takes a while for it to manifest. Sometimes you have to observe a situation in order to see clarity coming from it. Sometimes your mind will just play tricks on you. Sometimes your mind will put you in a place where you don't need to be. Sometimes you overthink a situation so much, and sometimes nothing comes out of it. Spirit, what are further messages you have to say to the collective here, pile 2, concerning karmic debt and paying of this karmic debt? What messages they could look? Right, so Spirit want to set a pile 2. You have to face your fears. If your fears is that major spiritual changes are unfolding, this is your chance to soar. So pile number 2, spiritually, things taking place in your life, you might be able to see it, but with every challenge that you encounter, there's a reason for it. A reason why you will be going through certain things, because you need lessons, life lessons. It's about life lessons, it's about learning, it's about certain tower moments, it's catalysts that you just have on the journey. This catalyst now might be able to awaken you to a new potential that's inside of you. So you might be able to look at it from a different perspective. Because at the side of these 2 guys that falling out of the tower is angels. They're waiting to catch you as you're falling. The tower is not a bad card, you know. The tower is about transformation and change. Things taking place in a different way. 8 of Cups is not a bad card either. It's just about walking away from things that don't serve you. Sometimes you're dealing with people and situations and circumstances that not serving you. So it's just better to just walk away from it. So Kalima say, face your fears and face it with courage. And say to fear, here is love. sometimes when fear come about, you have to remember to be confident and to vibrate love, because love will guide you. So sometimes facing your fears is like doing things that you didn't want to do. So sometimes I would say within myself, I'm gonna feel the fear and I'm gonna do it anyway. Whether I be leaving a job, whether I be, maybe some of you in the past would have lost your job. You know, some of you may have lost your family too. So, you know, some of you maybe even lost yourself. But as it goes, as the story goes, who knows? I could just read the energies that I see in here. It may or it may not resonate with the person that's listening to it, but it may resonate to the person who it is directed to. So this is all I have here right now. Bye. Until next time, remember to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Turn on the bell for notifications if you get value in this reading. Love you. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to my channel. We are here for another tarot moment. So this reading is about your karmic debt. So the energies for pile number 3 is something took place that you were very worried about. You maybe have hurt somebody in the past, or it may be something pertaining to yourself, or some decision that you might have to make. And as a result of this pain and hurt, however the case may be, you would have been very much wanting a change to come out of this situation. But in order for the change to come out of this situation, you would have to make a certain decision. And in this making of this decision, you would have to go into yourself, like to shed light on it in order to see it for what it really is. So you did decide to do something different, and you did start in a place where you was called to start. You really was supposed to make this choice, this decision that you're making towards this particular person. This could be a family member, it could be something taking place on your job, you know, it could be something with a close, with a companion too at the same time. So you did do that, and as a result of that, you shed light on the situation. Things started to look bright and sunny again. Everything was going in the direction in which you wanted it to go. So concerning this karmic debt, I think that this debt was resolved, and that the hurt that you brought this person in the past, you understand what it is that you did, and you understand that sometimes you can't do that to people. You can't do that to someone. So, Spirit, tell me more about this karmic debt and the resolution from it. Pile number 3. Alright, so clarity with the cards is showing that this is a soulmate connection that this took place with. Something that you did this person that you really wasn't supposed to do. Maybe you cheated on the person. I feel like if this was a third party situation where you cheated on the person, you know, and I think the person forgave you. The person forgave you because in the end then you all would have still stayed together, right? that person forgive you. Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more about this. Where was... So you were able to resolve this situation. You had a lot of conversation with this person. You know, you assured them that you wouldn't do this again. I feel like if this person found out that you was cheating and they moved a certain way, it caused a lot of pain to this person, a lot of sleepless nights to this person. Something like what we will say, tabanka, you know. But the person, they prayed and they hoped and they plead, and things turn over to be pretty okay. So I believe that this karmic debt is resolved because forgiveness was measured into this. Forgiveness was given here. You know, the person forgive you for what it is that you did. Now it's time for you to forgive your own self for what it is that you do. And remember that when you have something good people, it's not easy to come by in this time that we live in. You hardly find good soulmates. And when you find somebody that good, it's always good to hold on to them, regardless of whatever situation that you may encounter in the relationship. So, Spirit, keep us at the light. What further messages you have for the people? Oh my, I don't even get to shuffle it. The card just spit out. They say open communication. Get weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. So maybe you might need to still continue communicating concerning the situation, but get it off of your chest. Look in another direction. Show love and you'll be heard. Sometimes it's not hard to say, I am sorry, I apologize. You know, it's just showing that I have some sorrow within me, and I just want to express to you that I'm very sorry about it. Even if it's to say to yourself too. Communicate with your loved one. Communicate with yourself too. But this karmic debt is settled. It's solved. Whatever it is take place, you will be forgiven for it. But forgiveness starts with self first. When you forgive you, the other person will forgive you as well. Communicate with your guides. Communicate with your angels. Communicate with the ancestors for those who just deal with the ancestors. And in the ending, everything will be fine. It's always about being positive, looking at things from a positive point of view. Even though these things might be at play sometimes in our lives, we still need to be very much positive that this can overcome this and cover it completely too. Right, looking like all is well. So file number 3, this is all I have for you. If you find value in this reading, hit it a thumbs up. You can subscribe as it gets your energy going for future videos. So I'll be able to pick up on your energies in future videos. Bye, I'll see you next time. Love you all.